Surprise. How's everybody doing this evening? I know it's just a little bit early. Still kind of getting things set up here. Love the echo, don't you? Oh my goodness. Well, hello everyone. Hi, Lori. That's a new name. Did you find me through Mr. Crimes? I think we talked. We texted. Um, I'm writing names down as I see them in the chat, and we'll see what happens. This is just the kind of preview show. I still have, just a few minutes before 8 o'clock. Just wanted to come in and see who's here and greet everybody. I'm probably going to cut off the list at like 20 after, and thereby give a lot more people more time for readings. So I do not see... Wait, I thought I saw Carrie in here a little bit ago. Okay, good, Lori, thanks. I'm glad you're here. Okay, I saw one of my mods in here earlier. I hope Carrie will be back. If not, I understand. Catlin, thank you. I'm glad you're here. We haven't officially started the show. I think I have like 2 minutes. I just wanted to get in here and go, hi, everybody. This is ROSALENG, and this is Tarot Tuesday. And we're going to be getting started here. Oh, Carrie, I'm glad you're here too. And we're going to be getting started here in just a minute. Still have some little setup stuff to do. Get some things out of the way. For my lovely mods, I want you guys to know that you can click over to my about section, not about section, the description under the video. I've got lots of the links there. If you don't already have them saved somewhere, because you guys are so awesome at that. I know what it takes to be a good mod, and you guys are good mods. So thank you for doing that. I'm going to jump out so we can start this live, okay? Thanks, guys. I'll be right back. So let me add myself to the stream. Yay! She's here. Woohoo! Let me get to my comments. How are you guys doing? Sandra M. Let me make sure I've been writing down as I have noticed people popping in the chat. So I want to make sure that you guys know me, I'm trying to be fair. So as I get to you, I will let you know the rundown and who's next and what order it will be in, because I try and go in the order that I see you in chat. So I'll explain it all here in a minute. Screams, I see you. Glad you're here. Aaron Cooper, it's been a minute. And God, it's good to see you ladies. My goodness. And just so you know, um, for the people that haven't been here for a while, or maybe watching from the background, waiting to subscribe, because I do have subscribers mode on, that seems to stop some of those bots that come through here and leave all kinds of interesting things. But so you know, I do ask that you not put any questions or anything related to what you want to have a reading about in the chat. It's not necessary. I rather do it intuitively and organically, if you will. But the cards are just little pieces of cardboard with pictures on them, you know, that are laminated or something, so they don't get all wet and soggy or whatever. So they last longer. But it's about the pictures that are on them and how I translate them for you. So it doesn't answer, is Bobby going to call you back next week? They're not going to answer, excuse me, they probably could, but I choose not to go into those things. Is he going to leave his wife for me? Yeah, I'm not going to answer that. Should I go after the new job? I will give you an idea that it's still your free will, but the cards may say that it's better or not, or better to, you know, a better time or a worse time or whatever, as far as that goes. The basic yes or no questions, you already know the answers, so why, right? But sometimes what I found, okay, what I have found that the cards do for me is they help me give you the situation maybe in a different way, in a way that you might not have thought of before. So it helps sometimes to clarify things. So while those of you who normally have been known to read tarot, or think you know how to read tarot, or do know how to read tarot, I don't want to put anybody down here. We each have our own way of doing that. Miss Beautiful Mess is reading on her channel right now, and she does it a little differently than I, and that's okay. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. We all have different gifts, and the way we choose to share them is just magical. So I'm shuffling the cards as I'm talking to you, and then I'll go over the list. Okay, Carrie and Kat Lynn, I would like you all to let me know if anyone else comes in after Sandra M, because I've got everybody before that. So if you guys can kind of help me keep track of that, because so far what I have, and this may be the list for this evening, if anybody comes in any later, then I'm going to say, well, I'm not going to say right now. But so far, from last week, I want you to know, from last week, if Mama Jane Star comes in, I'm going to read for her. If DJ H comes in, I'm going to say hi. I need to get with you, and we're going to talk about things if DJ H comes in. And Scout Inquire, if Scout shows up, I really want to do a reading for Scout Inquire because I've missed her. Okay, so the give me a second, Carrie. What I've got so far is Kelly Howell was first in the stream that I could see, then Carrie, then Sandra M, then Lori, then Kat Lynn, Here She Goes, Screams, and Aaron Cooper. So I think that's everyone. Have I got Screams after Sandra? I do. And I have Aaron Cooper. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Carrie, so I think I've got everybody, okay? So how this works for those of you who may be new here is I'm going to chit-chat for a minute. Yes, I did. Thank you. After Lori. Thanks, Carrie. I appreciate you guys. I really do. For those of you who may be watching the replay or are not ready to jump on the chat, which is fine. Hey, Locum on Life, how are you, sweetie? Good to see you, my dear. And girl, you do what you gotta do. I admire you for doing what you can with that. I really do. So what we're going to do is I'm going through the list that I just called out. I'm going to go through the list, and as I get to your name, like, for example, we have Kelly Howell is first. If Kelly Howell is still in the chat and wants a quick 3-card reading, you need to say something, just a yes, please, or please read me, or something. Everybody else kind of wait your turn. Now, as I'm getting ready to do Kelly, next up would be Carrie, okay? And then Sandra M., then Lori, then Kat Lynn. No skipping tonight, guys. Don't be messing me out. Okay, Kelly, I see you. Thank you. Then Kat Lynn, then Here She Goes, and Screams of Anubis, Aaron Cooper, and Local Mai, if she's here and still wants a reading. That's where I'm going to cut it for right now, except if Scout Inquirer comes in or Mama Jane Starr, because those are the two people that I've been missing for several weeks now. So if they come in, I'm going to get to them. So right now I'm going to start shuffling for Kelly Howell. And I want you guys to remember to try and stick around for the whole live if you can, because it's the energy I exude that you give back that helps the connection stay stronger. So I understand if you have to leave and go to bed. I understand. But it really does me well if you stay. Not to mention the algorithms and YouTube stuff, like and subscribe and share and all this kind of stuff. I do seem to get brain fog towards the end. So if you can stay, that would mean a lot to me. Okay, that was 3. This is for Kelly Howell. And Kelly, that's a new name in my chat. I'm glad you're here. And after Kelly will be Miss Carrie. Whether you like it or not, Carrie. Okay, so for Miss Kelly Howell. Three cards. 3 little cards. Oh, honey. February is in bulk. It's the new year. It's a time to start over. Anytime you have a first of the month, anytime you could start over anytime, any day, any minute of any day. But this is traditionally a time of renewal and starting over. And look what you got. You got the Ace of Wands. Do you guys remember what I said about aces, about how they're new beginnings? And this is like a spiritual beginning because it's a hand that's radiating energy coming out of a cloud. It's got looks like a castle on the mountain in the background and a river running through it. So what I'm seeing is knowledge. Are you thinking about going back to school soon? Or learning something new? Because you also have the Queen of Swords. I know I have to hold it at an angle. And swords are like conflict or swords are challenges, observations, can be challenges, can be conflict, but with the Queen, I'll try and get a good picture of it there for you. With the Queen of Swords, this is usually someone who's alone but intelligent, graceful, gracious, speaks her mind, sometimes with a cutting wit. Let me get back to that one. And then we have the 9 of Cups. Cups are emotions, right? And 9, it's like there's a process going on. Okay, so there's spiritual growth happening. Maybe this is your mentor or person you... Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, let me turn that light off. That might help. Let's see if that's going to... Oh, look, that's much better. So we got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, again, usually a queen is somebody who we look up to, or the feminine within us that is very thoughtful, very intelligent, very able to articulate what you want. So as you are gaining new skills and starting out on this new spiritual journey, or maybe educational journey, I want you to know that there's going to be people along that are going to want to help you. And the 9 of Cups, So you can see that so much better now. It'll clear up here in a minute. Oops, sorry. Satisfaction, your wishes being fulfilled, generosity. It looks like February is going to be a really good month for you. Let me check on one more thing here and see if I can't give you a little bit more information, because this is Ace of Wands. Again, all aces tell you about new beginnings, okay? And usually the wands being creativity, action, passion, things that mean something to you, can also be a career. And these are usually positive messages from the aces. And again, I told you all about the cloud that the hand's coming out of, the rays that are radiating from it. There's trees that show growth. Castle shows stability. But it also might be learning, which is why I said, are you getting ready to go back to school? Then we have the Queen. Oh my goodness. The Queen of Swords. Let's get this rolling here. Again, this could be, this could be somebody that you know, but this is a powerful woman, not somebody that you're going to be messing with. Could be someone with dark hair, dark eyes. If it's not a person that you actually know and interact with, it's probably pointing to your need to be more forceful and honest in some situation to get your needs met. You need to speak out, put your foot down. Okay. I hope that's making sense to you. Then we have the Nine of Cups. Again, let's take another minute to look at this one. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. Nine of Cups. And all of these were upright. So this is an uplifting and pleasant card. It's kind of the wish card. It can mean that what you're hoping for is going to come true and be yours. But again, you might have to put your foot down and tell people what you really want. And that's from Miss Kelly Howell. Hey, Gracefully Minimalist. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Kelly Howell. I hope that made sense to you. I know I had a slow start there, but would love to hear that it some kind of feedback. And then I will be going and shuffling for Miss Carrie. Shuffling for Miss Carrie. Miss Kelly Howell. I hope it made sense. I'm not seeing any response yet. Maybe if I put it on live chat, that would help. Oh, such a mess. I didn't change anything. Okay, Carrie. I see that she is. Thank you. Thank you, Carrie, for bringing that up. Make sure I'm getting these correct. And Miss Carrie, this reading is for you. You're confused even more now? Is there something specific you're confused about? Did it not make sense? Do you need to sit with it for a minute? Okay, Miss Carrie. Whoever's texting me, I cannot pick it up right now. Sorry. Okay, Miss Carrie. Wow, I had two jump out. Well, like I said, they don't tell us anything we don't already know. Okay, hang on a second. Let me get over to this and put it up here. So Kelly is saying that I had something specific in mind, and that now has me thinking of even more. Well, I've already put the cards in the deck, and because the reading was for you and not me, I don't have it in my head. So if it is something you would like to discuss further, Oh, pardon me. Good coffee. Um, Email me and I'll be happy to go over it with you. Rosaling360 at gmail.com. Miss Carrie, if you are ready. I'm sorry, Kelly. Sometimes the first time, there are times when the first reading you get kind of throws you off because it gives you information on something you weren't even thinking about, but it's something you need to address. That's why I ask that we don't put questions in chat. Hey, Scotland. That's why I ask that we don't put questions in chat, but let Spirit talk to us. And hopefully that will make sense to you more the more you kind of dwell on it and see what it was. Because that's what these quick readings are about. They're just quick readings to help you get on top of stuff. I'm tangled up. I'm sorry, guys. All right, Miss Carrie. Yes, Kelly, that would probably be best. Because if you watch, you'll see how this works. Okay, so Carrie, Miss Carrie, you've got the Four of Cups, and we all know cups. By now, most of us know that cups is emotions. And let me know if it's going to come in clear there or not. Um, Four of Cups, we have children, we have, well, young ones, we have, excuse me, Six of Cups. I can't read. There's four in the front. There's six cups. It says Six of Cups. It's a card about nostalgia, looking back on how things used to be, and it can be, but it's not always connected to our childhood. So maybe you're thinking, "Oh, I remember how it used to be over when this happened and that happened, or when I was with this one or that one." Okay, so this is saying that it's important not to spend too much time and effort thinking about the good old days or how it might have been. We all have happy memories. We all have things we can look back on from time to time. But if thinking that, if you're in a position where you're thinking the best is behind you, yeah, no. Because you may only be seeing the good that was there. You're not seeing the whole picture. Or maybe you're wishing it could have always been like this. Let's move on. Next, we have the Page of Swords. Sword of Pages. A Page of Swords. And again, these were uprights. And again, when it's a court card, the page, the knight, the king, the queen, usually it indicates a particular somebody in our lives. If this does not ring true for you, fret not. It will give us some information. Sometimes pages and knights bring messages, okay? Um, uh, if this is an actual person in your life, they're probably younger than you and hair on the darker end of the spectrum, and a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius. Okay, if that's making sense. Um, or it might be just that a message is coming, that this person is going to bring you a message. But in this instance, with this Page of Swords, it might not be the message you were hoping for, because swords cut both ways. So you might be waiting on a message, and that's going to have something to do to break you out of this situation that you're being all nostalgic about, okay? This tells us that you might be trying too hard to pushing too fast, stepping on the toes of other people. You might need to back up and study some body language of others, just kind of watch and see how they're responding, and maybe just not accept what they're saying. I mean, you're your own person. You have to think your own way, right? And sometimes what other people say has nothing to do with us. What they think of us has nothing to do with us and has none of our business. Okay, but then we have the going to get it right this time, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, I just want you to hear me out here. And the Six of Pentacles, okay, Pentacles being the physical, the health, the wealth, okay? And we have the Six. It's okay to give. It's okay to receive. There's a balance there. Can you see what's happening? This is usually a sign about things turning for the better, particularly in the regard to money. You see how he's handing out money, but his balances are still balanced, if that's making sense. Um, this speaks of equality, of fairness, of the cyclic nature of life. You're getting ready to head into a positive cycle. And again, February's a new month. This is February 1st. And Bulk is here. Kaylee is getting her wood for the rest of the winter. That's why it's kind of warm, because she can go out and get her wood. Does anybody else know the story of which I'm speaking? Okay. But this is also a card of generosity. Either you're about to be a beneficiary or the giver of something with value, or you're going to inherit it. But share with those who need it. But yeah, this is a time of balance. Let me make sure I got this on the screen for you. This is a time of balance for you. I've got all kinds of messages beeping on my watches. So there you go. Carrie, I hope that makes sense for you. Hello, Think Dragon. Hey, Steph Capo. I think I've caught up to everyone. Oh, let me get that off there. Okay, so I need to know someday, Dragon, but it won't be financially. Did you not catch my whole spiel about how I'm not going to do that? Carrie, I hope that made sense. And if at any time what I'm telling you is not making sense to you, or you can't, it isn't resonating with you at all, please email me and we'll get into. I saw that. Thank you, Carrie. And Carrie, I hope it made sense to you. I know you're busy modding. Will you be rich? You will be rich in friends and in spirit, and you will be adequately supplied with finances, so you will not be in want or need. Carrie, I need a response, honey. I hope that made sense for you. Moving on to Sandra M. I'm trying to make sure I've got those names. And I did. I have those names. Scotland, Screams, and Steph. Steph? I'll write that one down. And then, yeah, no more names. It's already half past. Carrie, I'm looking for a response from you. That reading was for you. I'm moving on to Sandra M. Elizabeth Me, it's good to see you again. It's been a hot minute. And if I don't, there's Sandra M. Okay, coming up, that's 2. And I'm going to try and speed these up just a little bit, guys. Oh, good. I'm glad it made sense. Thank you. I appreciate that input. And guys, once I read for you, if you would be so kind, if you have the time, to put your comment in the comment section after the video's ended, in that comment section, that way others can see your response from the reading. And it helps. Elizabeth, I hope you're feeling better. Sandra, I have shuffled for you. I'm now cutting the cards for you. And getting ready for Miss Sandra M. But first, let's have some coffee. Oh, Carrie, I'm well. Oh, no, hope you're soon better. Carrie, that wasn't for me. That was for Locomai, right? Thank you, guys. Okay, so Carrie, that was for you. The reading was for you. Yes, and you said it made perfect sense. Let me find that. Yeah. So funny. Yes, here we go. Carrie says it made perfect sense to me childhood, but as I had PTSD and realizing a trauma bond a lot of us trauma bonded over specific creators. I'm telling you, your readings always make sense to me and always encourage me to think. Yes, thank you, girl. Appreciate that. Let's move on down, and I am going for Miss Sandra M. If you are ready, ma'am. Sandra M. Looking at these, it's going to be a good year. I'm just saying. I'm trying to make sure that I'm seeing the right things because y'all know I'm old, right? Okay, so the first card was the Star. Now, the Star is one of the cards from the Major Arcana, which tells about the hero's journey, right? And so this star, if we look at it carefully, look, it does have stars, has flowers in the background, it has birds. She's pouring water onto the ground and pouring water back into the water. So she's recycling. She's free of any encumbrances. Let's take a minute to me, the star is all about, look, we just had a full moon, right? And it's about starting again, because everything is starting again, right? But the star, pardon me, it's like you're feeling inspired, right? That you're more helpful about the future than you've been in a while, that you're more confident about what you need, whether these needs are emotional or both, they're going to be met. Nothing can be taken for granted, of course, but it's unlikely that this confidence you have is misplaced. It's like it's a good omen. It's that even though you're probably already a positive person and you already probably think positively in most instances, this is a time specifically to do so. Then I'm just saying, don't want to keep hitting this mic. There we go. Oh, isn't that better? Wow. So the second card is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands. Is that making sense? Again, it's a page. It can mean somebody who's actually in your life. If it is, the wands are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So someone with one of those birth signs. This might be a young lady or a female who's younger than you. A warm, ambitious person, might be a high achiever or a go-getter kind of person. If it's not a literal person in your life, this indicates the energy of easy distraction. So stay focused. Pages usually are here to distract us or cause us to move like youth, okay? Oh, look shiny, right? But then, okay, let me be clear about this. This one I had received and it was upside down. So we call that reversed. So the Page of Wands reversed because it's energy and wands and thoughts and creativity. When it's upside down, I'm seeing confusion or inaction or feeling like you're stuck and you're waiting for somebody to tell you what to do. It's not horrible. It's just something may be coming because you're starting new, because you're starting fresh. There may be people that are in the way trying to stop you from doing what you're feeling in your heart is right for you because it is a new beginning for you. Look, the Ace of Swords. Swords are thought, challenge, observation. It might be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is new stuff happening for you. And I love this one because it's got the laurel wreaths, which to me mean knowledge. It's got a crown, which means someone with honor and integrity. It's got the sword, which is communication and cutting both ways, right? It's got the hand with the rays around it. which is to me spiritual. So, so all in all, again, a new beginning, possibly on several fronts. It could be started by a separation of some kind. So with the tearing apart in the message that you may not want to hear, but it's going to be ending up being okay. Because while it may be anxiety producing, such as a new beginning, can sometimes bring, underneath it all, there's a beneficial energy that's getting you what you want. In general, the Ace of Swords can tell us not to be afraid and to make a leap, take a chance if it's in our best interest. In short, bravery is called for. As the old adage says, feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. You have a good idea already of what must be done. The hard part is to just do it. So go ahead and start on that. And that was Miss Sandra M. Next up is Lori. Sandra, I would love to know if this made sense to you. Coming back to chat. Oh my goodness. So that was for Sandra M. Okay, backing up. This is my mug. Look, my mug on a mug, right? With it just breathe. And I put them so there's like no profit on it. I think I get 50 cents a cup or something because I just want you guys to be able to have merch. Because it'd be cool if we all, I don't know. I'm goofy like that. Think Dragon has a YouTube channel. Thank you, Carrie, for sharing. All subbed. B Fergs, hey, how you doing? I'm all over in the chat. So, Carrie, I hope that made sense to you. I've not seen a response from Carrie for me. And Miss Lori is next, then Kat Lynn. And you guys, once I read, I put them back in the deck, and I it's out of my head. So either watch the replay if you're needing clarification, email me. No, they're falling all over. What are you doing to me, Miss Lori? Okay, Miss Lori. I see you. Shuffling for Miss Lori. You guys have anything you want to tell her specifically? Anything she needs to know to get through this next couple of weeks? That'll be really helpful. Thank you. So what are you telling me, throwing cards at me like this? Goodness. One more time. Wow. Okay, Miss Lori. Got another card jumping out at me. Oops, and this one. One more. Oh, this is interesting. The Six of Pentacles came up again. And again, this is for Lori. And Lori, thanks for coming over. You're right, Carrie. It was Sandra M. Okay, now I'm confused. Hang on a second, guys. That was Sandra M. You're right. Obviously, I need some nicotine. This is going to be a long night, guys. And that's okay. I will do my best. I'm out of smokes. This is not a good thing. Give me a minute. Just give me a second. Okay, Kelly Howell, I did read for you, right? I did read for Carrie. Sandra M., did I read for you? See, once I read, it's gone, guys. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I got lost there for a minute. I'm sorry, and I'm out of nicotine. So, Okay, so the next person I'm reading for is Lori, correct? You guys keep me straight. I see you, Beefers. I put you on the list. Hopefully we'll get there. Hopefully. And Lori says, yes, please. Okay, excellent. Thank you. You know what? I'm going to ask you guys to just hang out for a minute because I'm going to get really antsy with what just transpired and no cigarettes. So give me a second. I'll be right back. I promise. Let's see what I can pull up here for you to watch for just a second. I promise. It's just in the other room and I got to run and get them. So bear with me. Thanks. Wow, that was great timing. Oh, thank you guys for being patient. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it might be a long night only because we're supposed to be having some incredible snowstorm, and work has already told us that they're going to email us or text us at 5 a.m. tomorrow to let us know if we need to come in or not. Isn't that lovely? So I'm thinking, yeah, I've made my decision. So we're going to be here for a while. All right. So Miss Lori, thank you for being patient. Everybody, thank you guys. Thank you guys. So, oh yeah, much better. Okay. So let me pull chat back up here. And then you know what I'm doing Thursday, guys? Dental stuff. Yeah, Carrie, thanks for keeping me straight. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to catch up with this. Hey, Sean, how are you? Oh, no worries. Glad you stopped by. Thanks. Let's keep on going through here and seeing who's all here. The last name on the list is B. Fergs. So, yeah, I'm going to have a cigarette, right? Yep. Yeah, I did. Thanks. Locomai, thank you so much. And Aaron Cooper, you're on the list. Lori's on the list. Lori's cards are right in front of me right now and just trying to get some nicotine to calm down enough to hear spirit. Oops. That's why I don't like the springs. Okay, guys, you know, I'm just a normal person. I get real goofy. Except normally I'm talking down here, right? Yes, by all means. Yep. Everyone pull out your cigarette, except for those of us who don't smoke. Take a sip of iced tea. Look, I started drinking water today to fully cleanse. 2 of these a day, and it's 100 ounces. I got a little bit more to go, and man, my back teeth are floating. But, you know, trying to hydrate. Thank you, Lori, thank you for being patient. Thank you, everybody, for being patient. I'm sorry, Carrie. I probably shouldn't smoke on live, but this is who I am, guys. Sounds not fun. No worries. Scrolling through. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, my hubby got a job. Yay, Kathleen. That's awesome. You're welcome. Thank everybody for sharing energy with us. Cucumber and mint is nice in water. Oh, that sounds lovely. Great job on hydrating and cleansing. Yeah. Sending you tons of love and light and positive energy. Thank you. Thank you. Don't feel bad. I'm sniffing screen, hoping to smell it. Here. That's for you, Carrie. Okay, guys, here's for Laura. We have the 6 of Pentacles, and we just talked about the 6 of Pentacles and how it's a balance of finances, right? So, Is that showing up for you? The Six of Pentacles, again, is often a sign for a turn for the better, particularly with regard to money. So it's one of the more positive pentacle cards. It speaks of equality, of fairness, of the cyclical nature of life. You're heading into a positive cycle because look, the guy is giving money away, right? So he's already received it. So it's a cycle. So the Six of Pentacles is usually a card of generosity, meaning that either you're about to get money or be the giver of something that means something to you, that has value to you. Okay. Share what you have. There's always somebody in need. Let's see. The generosity doesn't have to be money or fiscal or financial. It could be a listening ear. It could be spiritual support. It can be anything that you put value in. Listening to a friend, writing a letter or a text to somebody who you haven't talked to in a while but is on your mind. Just reaching out to others sometimes can be so valuable, But then we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, oops, sorry, here, let me make sure I'm showing you that. I know I have to cover my face for it. So the Knight of Wands, and it was it? It was reversed, but I'm going to hold it this way so you can see how beautiful that card is. Can sometimes, never really looked at this card this hard before. The leaves on the wand each have 3 leaves. The sprouts have 3 leaves, which to me signifies your God or your universe, your source power, okay? It sometimes indicates some kind of setback or delay. It's still positive and upbeat, but sometimes it can indicate a person in your life, a cheerful, good-hearted, good-natured man with hair on the lighter end of the spectrum who's trustworthy in general. Their nights are usually a sign you're about to get a message. And whether they show up reversed, which is upside down, or upright. Unfortunately, though, if you're using reversals, this means that the message there will be a delay, so you might have to wait for what it is you're waiting for. So it's possible that while you're getting your life in balance and you're having things are balancing out for you, you may have to wait for that thing you're waiting for. So try and be patient about it, because then we have the King of Pentacles, making sure that I'm lining that one up. My face is hidden. The King of Pentacles is also, kings are completion, right? Kings are people that have made it. However, this one was reversed. So this is kind of outer directed, meaning that you tend to identify yourself with your outer accomplishments. You are what you do. So you may be a great crafter or great at whatever it is that you do. And that's good, but that's not who you are. That's just one of the things you do. So I want to encourage you to recognize the emotions that are within you, the inner feelings, the inner value that you hold, okay? No matter what happens in your life, when this appears, it's important to know that your happiness and success are not built on a handful of events. This is a time to consciously cultivate a positive attitude. So meet me on Thursdays right here, same place, same time. Hope this makes sense to you, Miss Lori. Miss Lori. Miss Lori, let me have some kind of feedback. Let me know you guys are still hearing me. And I'm putting the cards back in the deck. Next up is Miss Cat Lynn. Then Here She Goes. Then Screams of Anubis, Aaron Cooper, Locomai, Scott Lynn, Stephanie, and Fergs, or Steph, excuse me. That's the rundown so far. And no other names are going to be added to the list. I would love to know that this made sense for you, Lori. Some kind of sense. Bad sense. No sense. Lots of sense. Sometimes it just gives you things to think about, right? Catlin, you're next. Just waiting to hear back from Lori. Cat Lynn, then here she goes, and Screams of Anubis, Aaron Cooper, Locomai, Scott Lynn, Steph, and B. Fergs. If y'all could hang out, that'd be awesome. That's 2 for Miss Cat Lynn. Lori's still waiting to hear back from you, sweetie. Sort of, we'll stew in it. Okay. And don't... Okay, it's already out of my head. Don't try and make out of it anything big or grand. Because as you can see what I've done so far and how it makes sense to people, maybe it'll just fall into place, okay? And if you guys have an inclination to, one more time for Catlin, if you have an inclination to, when I tell you the cards, feel free to jot that down and look them up for yourself. And maybe they'll make more sense when you see it for yourself. I don't know. I'm just one person. I'm glad you're still here. Here she goes. Cat Lynn. That one popped in my ear. Okay, Miss Cat Lynn. It's time to stop beating yourself up. We have the 10 of Swords. Let me see if I can hold that up. I know that's a scary looking card, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, the 10 of Swords. And it was reversed. Indicates you may have finally reached a clear and balanced perspective about your life and the immediate circumstances you're in. But take time and trust yourself, okay? It's like you're getting there. You're really making it, and you're making great strides. But take your time and trust yourself, okay? You might have, I know you have, come through a difficult time, but the worst is over. And you've come up with solutions and plans to improve your situation. And that's a good thing. Look, your husband just got a job. Just be sure you don't make the same mistakes which contributed to the problem that you just solved, right? So be sure you see your role in that matter. Then we also got the Star. Okay, and remember I said the Star is new beginnings and a fresh look at things. However, this was reversed. All of your cards were reversed, which is kind of interesting. I did shuffle, just so you know. Basically, this is, I'm going to hold it right side up so you can see all the detailing in it and make sure that it's on my screen. There you go. Okay, so when this card comes up, it indicates the calm after the storm, that you should still be feeling more hopeful. I love this card. You should be feeling more hopeful about your future, more confident about your needs, whether these needs are emotional or financial. Both will be met. And you have good reason to be optimistic and that your prospects are bright. The Star reversed is still a good omen. Look hard at what you're feeling and discern whether, if you look deeper, if you can find reason to be more optimistic and hopeful and helpful. When this Star appears, especially reversed, we tend to look on the darker sides. It's telling me that you're looking on the, oh my God, what if? Oh geez, and what if that happens? And oh my God, how are we going to this? How are we going to that? Lift your eyes up. Lift up your eyes. If you're drawing a breath, there's always something you can be thankful for, okay? Then we have the Sun. And this is one of my favorite cards because it's just so pretty. There's so much in it. There is so much in that card. So we have the Sun. And again, it was reversed. So the Sun reversed. It's still a sign that you're soon going to be finding yourself more free than you've been in a while. Like a weight's been lifted, okay? That there's not a whole lot of clarity to this freedom feeling. You may have to work harder to bring the freedom about, but it's a time when you're going to be feeling these weights lifted off you. Okay, it's the Sun is about vitality, freedom, joy, self-expression. Things are, again, coming off the year you've had, this is telling you that it's okay to count your blessings, to sit back and look at how much you've been through and what you've gained since then, and how much better it really is since the prior time, okay, and how things are growing for you. No matter who you are or what's wrong in your life, you undoubtedly have things to be thankful and grateful for. So stay mindful of these things. They can only bring more blessings into your life. This is a great time to socialize, meet new people, and get out and about, but wear your mask and use sanitizer. Wash your hands. Kat Lynn, I hope that makes sense to you, hon. I hope you can resonate with that. Let me find my chat. Where are you guys? There you are. Oh, good. And it makes a ton of sense. Excellent. Good. You've started jotting them down too. I think, Dragon, you're a mess. Okay, let's see. And I'm glad it made a ton of sense, Catlin. Next, we have Here She Goes. Then Screams. Then Aaron Cooper. Loco, Scott Lynn, Steph B. Fergs. And again, as we get closer to your name, I will say, hey, Screams of Anubis. No, Here She Goes. It's up to you. I am ready to read for Here She Goes. Just need a, hey, I'm right here, or something to let me know you're ready. And after Here She Goes, Screams of Anubis. Thank you guys for hanging around. That's 2. I'm glad you're getting excited, Aaron. That's 3. Here She Goes. Cutting the cards for you while I'm waiting to hear from you. There you are. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Because, the longer I'm here, the more energy I get for this. Usually, when I'm not bothered by, life. All right, Miss, here she goes. And cutting the cards because I need to. Okay. Cheers, everyone. And what do we have here? We have 1, 2. Boy, these pages are running crazy. Y'all heard me shuffle, right? I just want to say, sometimes when I pull the cards, the same cards keep coming up. So the cards you're hearing me repeat, y'all better listen, because the Spirit is giving me these cards again and again and again, and they're probably for everyone here, okay? So keep in mind, when you hear me say the same cards again, this is not one of them. This is the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords, again, swords are usually thoughts, challenges, observation, and 6s are usually, God, I drew a blank. So, oh, don't get them out of order. Crap. I got them out of order. But the 6 of Swords, sorry, guys. It could be a great time of travel. You see the guy in the boat, and the heading isn't really clearly, but I want you to notice how smooth the waters are, and that he's not doing it alone, right? So let's take a look at that again. Make sure that I can get it there for you and hold it in place. So basically, this is saying a change of scenery. And whether it's internal or external, whether you just need to change the way you're thinking about the issue, or whether you just need to get away from it and travel, okay? Think about where you want to be. This shows, the 6 is showing like a slight reduction in stress and strain. Things may not be perfect, but they're going to be better than they may have been in the recent past. So take time to get your head above the water and decide where you're going from here. Even a short break or change of scenery would help. And then we have those lovely pages. This is the Page of Cups. Okay, so far a change of scenery, whether it's the way you're thinking or the actual scenery. Yeah, this is reversed. So the pages, again, they usually signal us to pay attention and play or dream. This one is definitely about playing and dreaming, but you got to remain grounded in reality. So know the difference between dreams and wishful thinking, and what's really happening might be a challenge right now. But it is reminding us to play a little. Again, it was reversed. I mean, this guy has a fish in a cup. Come on, what the heck? Funny. And cups are people, if it's someone who's actually in your life, it's like a Cancer or a Scorpio or a Pisces, okay? And usually one of those signs, if it's an actual person. But if it's not an actual person, it's trying to remind you to play, okay? But to know the difference between and recognize the difference between wishful thinking and the reality of the situation. So whatever you're seeing and thinking about traveling, let's really, maybe you just need to get out of your head for a minute and stop thinking and play a little bit with it, okay? To know where your boundaries are, to make sure that you're not compromising your belief systems, but be aware that any actions you take right now may have a consequence. Our actions always have consequences, right? But then we have here, again, the 10 of Swords. And again, this is one that's already come up. So I want to make sure that I'm saying if this came up for you too, this might be something that you need to pay attention to. And I see people saying hello to Tammy. When I'm reading, I can't really see the chat. So I will get back to chat here in just a moment. So thank you for your patience, guys. So reverse the 10 of Swords indicates that you might finally have reached a clear, balanced perspective of your life and its immediate circumstances. Take one step at a time and trust yourself. But you got to get out of your head, because you need to take time to really look at what you're thinking and the way you're thinking about things, and know that even though this was reversed, even though it looks awful, just take one step at a time. Trust yourself. The worst is probably over now. And you've come up with some solutions, plans to improve your situation, right? So just be sure you don't make the same mistakes again, because you really need to think things through in a different way and make sure you're not taking it. Make sure you're seeing it in the true light, okay? And don't try and delude yourself over thinking it's going to be something that it's never going to be. Is what I'm really getting with these cards. And hopefully that made sense to you, Miss. Here she goes. And I need to hear back from you. Let me know that it made sense to you, and I will start shuffling for Miss Screams of Anubis. I'm just going to make sure that they're not stuck together or anything, because it's rare. You guys that have been riding with me for a while, you understand that I may get one or two cards that are the same and come up, but it's rare that this many. I just want to make sure they're not stuck together here. So, hey, Tammy Wells, how are you? So, Screams of Anubis, if you're still here, you're up, and I'm going to start shuffling for you in just a moment. Miss Tammy Wells, I'm glad you've made the stream. Thanks, hon. Yeah. So, Miss Screams of Anubis, I'm glad. Here she goes. I'm glad it made sense in your madness. Excellent. And waiting for Miss Screams of Anubis. I'm assuming it's a Miss Screams of Anubis. Forgive me if you're a they or a he or them. Starting the decks off fresh for Miss Screams of Anubis. And if Screams is not here, then we will move on to Miss Erin Cooper. screams of Anubis. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for setting me straight. Thank you. That's why I said, yeah, what I did. Sorry, sir. Okay. Screams of Anubis. Yes, Aaron Screams just answered just above you. So, Screams of Anubis, and then Aaron Cooper, then Lokomai, Scott Lynn, Steph, and B. Fergs. If you folks are still here, that's the reading. And then if Mr. Think Dragon is still around, I might even offer him a reading. Let's see how long it goes. It's already after 9. Okay, screams. Screams of Anubis. These are some interesting cards. I see you, Scotland. I'm glad you're still here, Steph. This is the 5 of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles are your wealth, your health, the material, the I am. You know, this I exist, the part of you that is you, right? If this has something to do with somebody who's in your life, pardon me, with an actual person, it would be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. However, this is again the 5 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Pentacles, if you can see that, let me make sure it's coming in well. Sometimes my hand slips. Come on now. There we go. 5 of Pentacles can point to a time when life is like less than secure. So you can see in the picture that it looks like they're poor. It looks like they're not having the best of times. They're out. They have no shoes on. It's snowing. The small, shorter one has crutches and something's wrong with their leg. But this is telling you that you have to remember that there's always help available when you need it from forces seen and unseen, that you may feel alone, but you're really not. You have the capacity to change that. Just reach out. It's like this points to a feeling of being alone, a feeling of being left out in the cold, though everyone else in the world has everything and you're the only one that's suffering. No, that's not the case. Do the best you can with what you have. But remember to do the wise things, okay? If one needs help, you need to go and ask for it. Then the help you need might come. You just have to ask for it. Put it out there to the universe. Let one of us know, okay? But you're not alone, okay? So whatever you think you're going through, I'm sure there's somebody in chat who's experienced it as well. Then we have the 8 of Wands. And remember, wands are creativity, your action, could be your career. And the 8 is like you're mastering something here. So let's take a look and see the 8 of Wands. And it was upright as I received it. Okay, I'm looking at this. There's a river. There's green fields. There's a castle on a mountaintop, which may mean that you need to come across some challenges before you get to your winnings. But a lot of things may be up in the air for you right now. You might be frustrated and tired of waiting because you're feeling all alone. I get it. We've all been there. But you're not alone. And you may be getting tired of waiting. This card tells me to tell you to be patient a while longer. You may have already done all that you know to do, and now the decisions have to be made by other people. So I know it seems like nothing's moving ahead. But I beg you, don't try and force things, okay? That's likely to backfire on you right now. So just kind of be calm. And sometimes all you can do is put your best foot forward and see what happens. But you've already done that. So now you have to wait. Then the last one we have for you is the Knight of Swords. And this one was upright. And the Knight of Swords, again, court card can mean someone in your life. Swords are usually communication, thoughts, observations. And again, the sword cuts both ways, right? So it might be something Someone or something desirable is about to seek you out. In other words, somebody's going to come about. You're at your peak. Because you are at your peak, it's like you're going to be drawing in all kinds of wonderful people with cheerful, upbeat attitude. Even though you're feeling alone, you might hide it with your humor. Even though you think nobody's going to come to help, look at this guy. He's coming to your rescue, dude. He just wants to be there and help. Knight of Swords can point to a lot of activity, travel, being out and about, getting things accomplished. You're unlikely to feel like waiting for anything, so just go after it. Okay, because you're not alone. You might have been at one point feeling this victim card, or that how come everybody else has got stuff and I don't have anything? I should have been here by now. At my age, I should have, could have, would have, right? Just go for it. Just go for it. Okay? And that was for, oh my God. I don't remember who I was reading for. I'm so sorry. I got carried away. Time for more caffeine. Was that Screams? Screams, that was for you, isn't it? Yeah, go for it. Thank you guys for helping me remember. Because once I get going, it's like, oh my God, the cards will just tell me what to say. Screams, I hope that made sense to you. And I do apologize, my lord, for speaking improperly of your gender. Kind of sensitive to that kind of stuff in this area. So, Screams, I hope it made sense to you. Thank you. Dude, rock on. So Aaron Cooper, I'm going to light my cigarette and I'm going to go on. Then, so we have Aaron Cooper, Lokomai, Kai, Scott Lynn, Steph, and B. Fergs. If B. Fergs is still here, if you all are still here. I'm sorry it's taken so long. But you know what? We're getting through it, aren't we? And if Mr. Think Dragon is still here. After B. Fergs. Y'all, I want to take a second that and just bring to mind that Mr. Think Dragon has an opportunity to work out of the state that he's currently living in, and he believes that he will be not able to go live for a month. I want you guys to, while he's gone, watch his videos, play him in the background, or pay attention. But Think Dragon has really helped me a lot, and I want to make sure that I'm trying to help him in the same manner in which he's helped me. So if we can, within the next 30 days or whenever he says go, start watching all his videos. And you guys know you can let those things play in the background. You can turn the sound down. I mean, some of it is really worth listening to, so don't get me wrong. But he has sleep videos that I have to admit, I let him run in the background. I turn the sound off and I watch other things. But he gets the watch hours. So in order for him to keep his channel in the stature where it is, it would be really nice if we can kind of do that. And that, again, that's Think Dragon. Aaron, I gotta shuffle. Aaron, Loco, Scott Lynn, Steph, B. Fergs, Think Dragon. Yeah, Think Dragon has been a help to many of us. And you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to put Aaron's name up there so I remember who I'm reading for. This getting old stuff is not for sissies, I'm telling you. That's a good shuffle. Shuffle 1. Shuffle 2. And did you guys see my shorts? Well, they weren't my shorts. They were like 3 minutes or something. But one about past tense and I couldn't find pictures on the previous tents I had. And then another one about things I made in the month of January. I didn't realize how much I had made. Sweaters and hats and stuff. Save Robbie. Hey, sweetie, how are you? Hope you're feeling better. Thanks, B. Fergs. I see you. Thank you. That's 3 for Aaron Cooper. Gonna cut him a few times. Take another hit. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Save Robbie. Y'all throw some love down for Save Robbie, who's getting over that beer bug. All right, so here we go. This is Aaron Cooper. Ooh, girl. You got some change coming up in your month. Let's see, cups. For spring. Okay, let's get into this. I don't know. I've read for you once before, right? Miss Aaron Cooper. Okay, we have, first of all, we have the Hierophant. And I have challenges with this card. It was upright. So this is very much about doing the right thing. Okay? So are you a person that always has to do the right thing? Let me make sure that's showing up for you. You may be struggling with an issue that you're unsure about what's right for you to do, but you know the answer's within you, and you remember that the right thing to do is what's right for you as well. Okay, so it's very much about spirituality this time. Everything from traditional religion to earth-centered spirituality and any other spiritual aspect or any notion you can conceive of. There may be tension between your idea of spirituality and the right thing, and the system of doing things are probably playing a major role now. So rituals of any sort will be helpful to you right now, even if it's just a movie with friends every third Saturday or something, or watching Tarot Tuesday every Tuesday. But what this is telling me is that you're struggling with your idea of your spirituality and what you're hearing from others. And maybe it's what you've done all your life. And you're straying from the path that others would have you go on because you're getting curious and you're seeking out your own spirituality. Know that the 9 of Cups tells me that you're on the right path, because the 9 of Cups is look at this guy. He's content. He's got things going on, right? He's achieved. I mean, there's 9 cups back there, sitting there kind of smug with his arms. It's kind of the wish card. It means that what you're hoping for and dreaming for is likely going to be yours over a brief period of time. This should come about because you're gonna wake up and see that your way, I mean, nobody's got the right way, the only way. Your way is right for you, and you're going to be seeing that your way is right for you. This is about happiness. This usually means that what you want is likely to be coming into your life, and usually, give me a second, because if this is a yes/no answer, then this card says yes. But like everything else in tarot, it's not carved in stone, okay? But then we have this lovely card. And while it says death, it does not necessarily mean the death of a person. Death can mean the end of a cycle. It can mean the end of old beliefs. It can be, it definitely does not denote physical death of any kind. Again, things are not written in stone. But this card says basically that there's a change, a transformation, a time of deep transformation that might be internal and externally in your life. So situations, things, people that you've often counted on or gotten used to may no longer be available to you. Because if you're going to go your own way and go down a less traveled path, because it is going to bring you more contentment, then a lot of the people that have been on your side, or so they said, this transition is not going to be easy for them. And they may not see that this is your way, this is your path. And the change, though, is nearly always needed. So I hope that helps. I hope it makes sense. And that was for Miss Erin Cooper. Coming back to chat. Oh, Erin, I'm so glad they made sense to you. Thank you. Thank you. Oops. Yeah, you're exploring Reiki. Great, Reiki. Oh, the more people that know Reiki, the better this planet will be. Kat Lynn is saying, has the weather hit there yet? I know you said they're texting. Probably. It really depends on if I can get out of the parking lot and get up the hill, I will do that. Tammy, you came in a little bit too late. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And then let me see if you can hang in there, Tammy. I'll see what I can do. If not, email me or I'll come to your channel or whatever. But let me see what I can do here. Okay, Tammy? Oh, look, Catlin says, exciting it, Erin. I just completed my Reiki 1 certification. Awesome. Thank you, Loco. And Locomai, you're next. If you want a reading, just give me a high five or something. Just something. Say I'm ready. Say, Shuffling the cards for Loco. Spirit, if you have anything you want me to tell Loco, please. This is the time to bring that up. Thank you. That's 2, 3. And cutting the cards. Locomai kai. Oh, look, they're jumping out. Make sure none of them flew around. That one jumped out, so I definitely need that one. And these two jumped out together, too. Ooh, swords. And I say it like, oh, swords, not ooh, swords. Swords are your thoughts. The challenges that your thoughts are carrying. The observations you may have made in the past couple of days. If there's someone who's in your thoughts, this is more than likely someone to be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. Let's get to this. And I swear I shuffled. You heard me shuffle. You heard them jump out. This is the one that jumped out. The 10 of Swords. And remember, we talked about the 10 of Swords just a little bit ago. The 10 of Swords, pardon me, I should be drinking more water, right? The 10 of Swords is, while it looks unpleasant, it's not the end of the world. But it is a clear sign to be careful about in whom you put your trust, okay? Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone within those signs may not be telling you the whole truth. They may be holding things back. And the way I see that is because then you also have the 8 of Swords. So this is like you might not be getting the whole picture. You might be feeling isolated, right? But then we have, as the final card, we have the Chariot. And the Chariot, while it may look about travel, it indicates that there's a lot of energy, but not free-for-all energy. It's directed. It's controlled. You have a goal in mind. You're clear on what your hopes and dreams involve and what you're willing to do to make them come true. So this is talking about your determination and ambition. And it's about getting things done and testing and proving that you've got what it takes. It's a sign that you should move forward with whatever you have in mind and in your heart, and give it your best shot. Remember, though, that you need to use both your intellect and your heart in order for this to be truly successful. Lokomai kai. I hope that made sense for you, sweetie. I don't think I've read for you before. And we are now at 9:22, and I'm looking at Scott Lynn, Steph, and B. Fergs. Loco, let me know. My email is rosalang360@gmail.com. But that's all right. Hang out if you want. I'd like that. I'd like that. Oh, good. Lokomai, I'm so glad it made sense to you. I love when it makes sense. I love when it makes sense. Okay, I am shuffling for Miss Scott Lynn. Scott Lynn. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, that was lousy. They didn't want to shuffle for you. Maybe that's telling you to pay attention to what I just did. I don't know. That's one. This is two. And this is three. And B. Fergs, I appreciate your staying. I hope you're learning stuff. Scott Lynn, Steph, B. Fergs, Think Dragon. Glad it made sense. Okay, I see you, Scott Lynn. Oh, jumping out. Oh, and I can't leave that one out. Got to shuffle again. Do 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 do. God, I wonder if that'll get me a copyright claim. One more time. Didn't even think about that. And you know, YouTube's got this fun little, not YouTube, StreamYard has a way that I could play background music, and I totally forgot to set it up. So, oh well. Thank you, B. Fergs. I'm glad you're here. Scott Lynn. Right? I'm up to Scott Lynn. Yay. Okay. Oh, you mother... I swear, I did shuffle these. Guys, the message must be clear for everybody. I got the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and Judgment. Okay, so just to be clear, I shuffled. But this might be something that we are, because it's coming up time and time again, it may be something that we all really need to pay attention to. So the 8 of Swords, again, you may be holding yourself back because you fear moving into the future or because you're wary of getting hurt by a new situation, or maybe for no reason at all, but you're holding yourself back. What is it you're afraid of? The truth of the situation is probably much less frightening than your mind is making it out to be. Okay? You got to be open to defeat in order to ever win. So don't fear the unknown. But many blessings reside for you there in the unknown. So examine your thoughts, your speech, your behavior for negativity, and know that what you say and do and the choices you make affect the outcomes in your life. If you need help managing and dealing with your fears, ask for it. And then again, the 10 of Swords. And again, these were upright. So again, it does carry a negative connotation, but it's not necessarily the end of the world. This is a clear signal to be careful about with whom you put your trust. Okay, it's like, can you believe what they're telling you? Or can you trust that this situation is stable? If this is a pretty clear answer, a clear answer that no, it is not stable, or no, you cannot trust them. Okay, but try and bear in mind that when one door closes, another door opens, and you're being guided to a situation that's going to be better for you. So trust yourself, trust the universe, trust your source. Because whatever is going on, Judgment card says it's going to be fair, and then it will be told, okay? Judgment. I'm not sure if that's coming in clear enough for you guys. This can be about jumping to conclusions or judgments that are made too hastily. So if there's somebody that you can't trust, or somebody who this situation, you really need to stop and think it through, this is saying, really, take your time. Take your time. Slow down and give things more thought. And maybe give people another chance. And be aware that this is part of your spiritual awakening. This dichotomy that you're having here with the people, and you're not feeling like you're getting the truth, and maybe you're trusting somebody that you shouldn't. It's about your spirituality and trusting yourself to see the truth that's true for you, okay? If you're tending to jump to conclusions, this is the time your spirit is saying, stop. Stop jumping to conclusions. Make no assumptions. Take nothing personal, right? And just do your best. If others are making these kinds of decisions about you or someone you care for, and there's very little you can do about it, it's time to realize it's their problem, not yours. But yeah, don't jump to conclusions and start trusting yourself more. Scott Lynn, I hope that made sense for you. Coming back to chat, guys. Which card jumped out? It was the first one. The 8 of Swords. I know, Catlin, right? A message for the collective, maybe? And it's about the swords and words that cut. Trusting yourself. And knowing that the path you're on, there are going to be people that you want to trust, but it's not sitting right. Trust yourself more. Okay, it's like, trust yourself more. Don't try and delude yourself anymore. Don't try and hide from the truth. Don't try and live in the past or live all in your head. Trust yourself. And even though the backstabbing looks really horrible, it's in the past. It's behind you. So it's time to wake up and follow your truth. Your truth. Okay? Next we have Steph, if you're still here, then Bofergs. Guys, hi Dawn Z. I'm glad you're here. Excellent, Scotland. Steph, are you there? There you are. Excellent. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. I really do. It's kind of important to me. And not only that, it helps the channel. Yeah, I hear you. Who's going live? 1 for Steph. What do you have for Stephanie today, please? Excuse me, Steph, not Steph. 2. Any messages for Steph to help her in the situation would be great. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks. 3 shuffles and a cut. Well, that one just jumped out. Those 2. Interesting. All new cards for Steph, guys. All new. Shared to Twitter. I don't even know what that means. But thank you. Okay, Steph. Hi. We have first for you the 10 of Pentacles. Now, look at all that wealth. And again, it can be health, wealth, but it's the physical world, okay? Can you see that that's like, it appears to be a family, because there's a youngin', there's dogs, there's all kinds of wealth. Oh, that's a man in a colorful coat, like the coat of many colors. Oh, wow. Can you see that? See if I can hold it still enough. I'm real bad at holding it still. This gray-haired man over here. The gray hair in tarot means wisdom, like the wisdom that comes with age. and knowledge. And the 10 with all the pentacles is saying you've arrived, okay? It's saying that you're prospering, that things are going good. Yeah. So, this is really positive. This could mean your material wishes will be met, maybe to a degree that you had not thought possible. Yeah, this arm is in the way. That things are going to start going exceedingly well for you, and security in all forms is at a high. Okay, it says that you have a great deal to be thankful for. Relationships of all kinds, finance, health, all should be going well. Consider how you got to this happy situation and make the best of it. And be sure to share what you have, even if it's only a kind word spoken to somebody in need. We get back what we give out. Good so far, right? Then we have the sun. And remember, the sun is energy. The sun is new beginning. The sun is a continuation of the wonderful stuff that's going on for you, right? So it's a sign that you will be most likely feeling more free than you have in a long time. It's a great time to take a vacation or to experience different things. Maybe even just go be a tourist in your own town. Go somewhere you always wanted to go in your own area. But this is also about, the sun is about vitality, freedom, joy, self-expression. Even though the finances are likely to be in good shape, it doesn't mean you should lose focus, okay? What's truly important to you, what's truly important in your life. And money's not really high on that list, but it's a good time to socialize, meet people, maybe meet new people, go out. Like I said, a tourist in your own town kind of thing. But look, it's so colorful and so bright. So much neat things going on in there, right? So then your third card was the Three of Pentacles. So you have two pentacles. Here, let me show you this. Again, lots of screen stuff going on here, guys. So pentacles again is the health, the wealth. It's like your material things. Your health is good. Your finances are okay. The way you're interacting with people is getting better and better. So this Three of Pentacles is usually a collaboration, a cooperation, that there are others that are wanting to help build a foundation. It's like people that are around you appreciate you, and they appreciate the efforts. They're seeing the efforts you're putting forth and noticing the quality of what you're doing, even if you don't think they are. Even if you don't get a paycheck for it, people are seeing what you're doing. It tells you, this three is telling you to keep doing what you're doing because you're on the right track. Although there's always room for improvement in all of us. You don't need to scrap something and start again. So hopefully this made sense to you, Aaron. I'm sorry, Steph. Steph, it was for you. Forgive me, guys. It's been a long day. And whether you know it or not, this takes an awful lot out of you. Let's see, chat. Okay, Steph, that was for you. Next is B. Fergs. If you're still here, sweetie, thank you for being patient. Thank you, Scotland. I don't know how to do that yet. I just started a Twitter account last night, and I'm not sure what to do with it, so maybe y'all can help me with that. Thank you, Steph. And I'm glad I'm a friend. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys. 9:36. And I'm only going long because I think I'm going to be home tomorrow. How do I put it that way? B. Fergs. Yes, thank you. Love that little icon. That's really awesome. Okay, so shuffling for B. Fergs. That's 1, 2, Miss Ember hasn't been in here tonight. I wonder what's going on with her. Or maybe I spoke too soon. Nope, she's not in here. I don't know. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting a really horrible snowstorm, ice storm, sometime just after midnight. So, yay. Won't that be fun? And it'll probably be all gone by tomorrow night. Okay. I shuffled. I'm cutting the cards for, pardon me, B. Fergs. Think Dragon, you still here? Just curious. I think my Twitter account name is ROSALENG360. I think. Such a boomer, I swear. Okay, so let's try and move that out of the way just a little bit. And Beavers. I see you, Dragon. Thank you. Oh, guys, swords. Okay. We need to start speaking our truth. Because the swords are double-edged, in biblical terms, specifically state the tongue is a double-edged sword. I'm seeing that we are all needing to speak our truths, okay? In kind ways, okay? We don't have to cut them off the knees, but swords have been all over the place tonight, and it's been within the, 7, 8, 9, 10? I'm just saying, you heard me shuffle. It's got to be a message for everybody because they keep coming up. And specifically Geminis, Libras, Aquarius. This is so wild. Okay, so B-Fergs. We got, again, the 9 of Swords. Okay, you've been having nightmares. You're overwhelmed with what you're thinking. You've got worry on your head. Things are coming to mind, and you're not able to see clearly because you are overcome, specifically at night, with all the worries of the world. It's all in you. It's all in your head. You're having trouble sleeping, and it's like regret. Okay, but it's about anxiety and fear and regret. But I want you to look closely at what you're worried about. Try not to blame people and situations for how you're feeling, but pay close attention to your feelings. Pay close attention to your breathing. Calm yourself, right? It will help calm you down. You need to guard against this anxiety, this heavy feeling of anxiety. I want you to take a good look at whether or not that it's under your own power or your own control. If this is something that you can control, take a deep breath. Just breathe. Just breathe and let it go. Because you're worrying about it, it's not going to change it in any way. If there are other things or people in your life that are contributing to this anxiety, it might be time to take a good look at that and maybe step back, maybe isolate. I know it's the time of the year, right? But whether or not it's something in the relationship can be changed or more workable for you, maybe. There's something about this time period that is causing us to think that this is the way my life should be and it's not this way. It's only this way, and I don't know how to make it this way. And in some way more or bigger, right? Take comfort in the ordinary. Take comfort that this is where you're supposed to be, and let go of the anxiety because it's not serving any purpose. If it doesn't move us to action, it serves no purpose, and it is okay to let it go. Because we have, again, the Judgment card. Guys, these are the same 3 cards in different ways, saying the same message in different ways. I hope you're noticing that, because the Judgment is really, goodness. These are so beautiful. Judgment is about not jumping to conclusions, or you are jumping to conclusions and stop. Because if you're so worried about all the stuff that you may or may not have any actual control over, then stop jumping to conclusions about it. That's like making assumptions or taking things personal. Stop. It's okay to let go of that stuff. Just slow down. Slow down the squirrel in the cage, the hamster running around, and know that it's time to just chill and think, try and see clearly what you can and cannot have an effect on. If you're the one that's tending to jump to conclusions, you can put a stop to it. It's not always easy, but you can. If others are the ones making these decisions and jump into conclusions, then there's little you can do about it except realize that it's their problem and not yours, right? And again, guys, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Again, I think this is a message for everybody because we keep getting these same three cards, again, in different situations, in different ways. But it carries an unpleasant connotation, but it's not necessarily the end of the world. So it's a clear signal. To me, this is a clear signal to be careful where you put your trust. Because if you're worried and anxious and you may be jumping into conclusions, then it may be hard to know who to trust. Just breathe. Take a minute. Just breathe. Ask your angels, pray. If you're a praying person, ask your God, your universe, your source, your whatever you call your higher power, or your spiritual guides, or your angels. Ask them to help you see it more clearly. Because there's a way to see it more clearly and not get caught up in it. Because if there's a question as to whether you can believe what a person is telling you, or that you can trust the situation is stable, again, this is a clear-cut no. However, bear in mind that when the one door closes, another one opens, right? And you are being guided to a situation that is going to be better for you. But you gotta let go, because this is not serving you in any way. Unless it causes you to action, to move forward, it's not making a difference. So that was for Steph. No, B Fergs. God, I'm so lost. B Fergs, that was for you, sweetie. How's everybody doing? We all hanging? Aw, I'm so glad you did. Aw, she found me on Twitter, guys. I'm on Twitter. I don't know what to do. So B Fergs, I hope that made sense, and I think you already said yes, right? You agree. And got it. Excellent. Yeah, right. I think it's for all of us. Because look how many times the same three cards came up in different ways. I mean, how often does that happen? Not usually for me. Not usually for me. Think dragon. Would you like some cards, or shall I go on with Tammy Wells? Yeah, you guys need to help me with. You're welcome, B-Fergs. And again, if you guys want to take a moment to try and remember to go to the oh Lord, my words. All right, cigarette. If you guys will take a moment once the video has ended and it is up for all to see, if you'll be kind enough to give and write in the comments your feelings, your experience, hopefully it'll be good. And Think Dragon says, Tammy Wells, please. Excellent. Aw, thanks, Dragon. Look, how sweet is this guy? I wish you lived closer. I would cook for you. I'm just saying. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now's the time to drop my PayPal. B Fergs, you had 2 swords. I've already shoved them back in the deck. The middle one was Judgment. judgment. My sound keeps going weird like this. It's because I keep hitting the springs. I'm sorry. And the mic is very directional, so if I go over here, was it the springs? Was that the sound? Or maybe it's the storm outside and snow's coming. Who all left? Is everybody still here? How about this? How about you guys put a 1 in chat if you're still here with me? Woohoo! Picture and sound are glitchy. Oh, I love my internet. Okay, Carrie is saying, oh, come on. Carrie is saying the picture and sound is glitchy. Is it for anyone else? You guys let me know. Oh, you're welcome, Steph. Thank you. It's my pleasure to be able to share. Thank you for honoring me with allowing me to. I said it so eloquently last week. It is my pleasure to be able to read for you. It is an honor to read for you. Thank you for allowing me to do so. Okay, so it is me. It's not on your end. Okay. Aw, thanks, Erin and Dawn and Sandra M. I am blurry. Well, I'm just thrilled, but I'm still here, and so is Erin and Kat Lynn and Dawn Z and Scott Lynn and Thank Dragon and Kelly Howell. Kelly, you're still here. Thank you for hanging out. This is awesome. Local My Life. Steph B. Fergs, you've been visually roboting, so I couldn't see the cards. Oh, sorry. There's no way I could tell that. Tammy, I'm going to read for you. Just give me a second to have the cigarette. Thank you. Normally it's only an hour and it's been almost 2 now. So I'm getting kind of foggy. But I'm here. Okay, so I will be happy to do this for you. Kelly's here, Scott Lynn, Steph, Thank Dragon. Yes, but I understand you have bad weather. Boy, howdy. I think the lines are freezing outside because of the freezing rain. Yeah, okay. But you guys can still understand pretty much what I'm saying. I'm not roboting too much. Maybe that's why the cat's hiding. I don't know. And there she is. Thank you. I was watching your live earlier. This lady, Miss Beautiful Mess, also does tarot and intuitive readings and more cards than intuitive so far. But you know what? You are coming into your gift. So the more you use it, the stronger that muscle will grow. And the more insight you'll gain. So I want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. I love how you're using multiple cards. I can't do that in this kind of setting because I do 3 cards and boom, and if you want more, you guys know that I do personal readings. If you want more than just a 3-card spread, it is not free because I really go into depth with you. And it's $1 a minute with a 20-minute minimum. And as long as an hour, because I can do an hour. So know that that's available to you. And if you want to get a personalized reading, please email me at rosaleng360@gmail.com. And if I can remember how to find my Twitter, I'll put something there too. So yeah, definitely check out Miss Beautiful Mess. Oh, thanks, Steph. Oh, thank you. Right? Definitely like, share, subscribe, leave a comment at the end of the stream. Totally. Not bad. It's not bad over here. It's getting pretty. It's after midnight. It's supposed to like the skies will open and the snow will fall. So we'll see. It's still good enough for us to follow you. Thank you, Loco. That's kind of what I needed to hear. Excellent. It's okay, no worries. Enjoy your smoke then, hun. Thank you, Tammy. But Tammy, what time is it where you are? Because I know you're like at least into Wednesday. Is it Wednesday afternoon? Oh, I'm glad if I speak more slowly. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. I thank you for being so patient. This is why I only do an hour, because after an hour, gracefully minimalist. Oh gosh. I saw you on Friends Panel today. You did great. It was such a nice surprise. Yes, we'll plan to be there in September. That would be awesome. Oh my God, that would be so awesome. I will be getting you the information as I receive it. So yeah, 3:21 p.m. Wednesday afternoon. Oh, good. Then you've got a minute. Due to 2022 portal tomorrow. Yep. Oh, 222. How special, right? What are the twos about? I have it here somewhere. Twos, numerically, balance, decision, compromise, partnerships. Can be all kinds of things. Okay. See, one more. Oh, coffee's gone. Back to water. And then I will start shuffling for Miss Tammy Wells. And Tammy is our last read for the night. It's a lot of water in one day, guys. But, it's doing what it's supposed to. One. Uh-oh. One's backwards. Let's get that one out of there. What else? That was the Chariot. Tammy, you need to go for a trip? Time to break out of the four walls you're in? Rhetorical questions you don't need to answer. Okay. Let's see. Anybody counting? I already lost track. Usually I've been sleeping for about, an hour now. No, actually half hour. Because 5:30 comes awfully early in the morning. Tammy Wells, last reading of the night. Shuffled at least 3 times. I'm cutting the cards now front to back to front, middle to out, middle to back. Just so we have a nice, clean read. Okay, Miss Tammy Wells. Good beginnings. Good beginnings. This is good, Tammy. This is really good. The Ace of Wands. Again, this one also came up earlier today. Okay, as the Ace of Wands. The wands again are about your creativity, taking action, being passionate about something, right? And the wands, again, this is, I know I saw this earlier today, a river, we've got a mountain, but a castle behind it. So challenges are you've had challenges, you will have challenges. There's a hand coming out of a white cloud, which is to me spirituality, with the rays around it. You see the 3 little leaves on the wands itself. Clumps of 3 are God, okay, or your higher power, whatever you may call that. So this is your new beginning, okay. Usually wands are like the realm of accomplishment, okay, and usually related to work or career. But if you're having a difficult time and draw this in a reading, you know that things are likely to be getting better much soon. Okay, aces are new beginnings. Wands are your creativity. So maybe your creativity is coming back. Maybe you're going to be more active soon. This usually is about optimism and being upbeat and hopeful about your future with good cause, okay? You're likely to be feeling a little bit more energetic and positive than you have in the past, or you will be feeling this soon. Aces tell you now's a good time to start something new. And what will you begin? Well, I don't know, but it will have playfulness because we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles are about your health, your wealth, your physical being, okay? It's an earth sign. It's within the earth. So but this guy's about boredom. So you might be tempted to say or do things that shake people up just for a little excitement. Yeah, rethink that impulse and find a better way to use your energy. The excitement can be created, but you want to be able to create the excitement and excellent energy that will be supporting you, especially if you have some kind of tedious work to get accomplished. This page gives you focus, helps to point you towards focus, helps to tell you that you have a stronger backbone, that you do have the wherewithal to stick to the task, even if it's not glamorous or fun. Don't try and sidestep the effort, or you'll fall on your face. I hope this is making sense to you, because I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Then we have that double, the double. It might seem a scary card. I am really lagging. Is this coming through, you guys? Hey, Nick. How are you? Ining. Ining. We have the devil. So the devil, upright, it's not reversed. As frightening as it looks, it's really about bondage, being in, okay, not BSM, BM, whatever. But it's about metaphoric or internal bondage, like you're called to look beyond superficial appearances and go deeper into the truth and meaning of the situation. You're also asked to remember that when you're feeling restrained, you hold the keys to your own freedom. So don't give up hope. So the situation that you're finding yourself in right now may not be one of your undoing, but you have the power to change the way you perceive it. So it's important that you remember that no matter what the situation, you always have options. First things first. Don't let other people tell you that your options are limited. If you come to that conclusion, be sure that that you're coming into it on your own. Don't take others' word. Take it at face value. So they don't always know what's best for you. It's really crucial for you to remember that you can free yourself from whatever restrictions are holding you back at any time you choose to do so. You may have the feeling that you're not in control of your life. Sometimes it happens as a result of your own actions, but more often it's a byproduct of inaction, not having done something sooner. So this continued to snowball into what it is now, if that makes sense to you. You may get the feeling you're not in control of your life. Take some action. Take whatever steps you need to give yourself the feeling, however slight, that you are in control, that you do have control on your own life. Even if it's merely making a choice on what you're going to have for dinner, make it your choice. These small steps are important to you being able to live your own life in your own way. I hope this has made sense to you, Tammy. Yeah, I hope it made sense. Coming back to chat. There you guys are. You Ning, think Dragon's still here. Don Z's still here. Awesome. Miss Tammy, I love it as I nearly closed down my channel, but I changed my mind 3 days ago. How about that? Just do what's right for you. And again, that's for everybody. We've got to do what's right for us. And you guys probably, if you've been hanging with me for a while, you know that I'm real big on the 4 agreements. Be impeccable in your speech. Speak your truth. Make no assumptions. Take no thing personal, and do your best. That's 4. So I encourage you, if you've not heard of the book by Don Miguel Ruiz, The 4 Agreements, it's available. I have the link somewhere, but I will post it somewhere else. It's in Locomai. The Locomai Life has it on her channel. She did a great coverage of the book and the whole thing. So thank you. Thank you, Locomai. Somewhere I had, let me see if I have it. Somewhere real close by. Well, I thought it was close by. Okay, I got this. Give me a minute. Locomai don't post. Gotta copy that and bring it over here. And this is Locomai's playlist on the 4 agreements. It's incredible. She's incredible. Thank you, Sandra. And thank you all for hanging out with me. Tammy Willis says, thank you, honey. Your voice is very relaxing. It's the mic. It's all in the mic. But thank you. Thank you. And thank you guys for being here. I so appreciate you hanging out. We went in another 2 hours. This is crazy. I can't do this every week. But I do thank you guys for being here. And hopefully we'll get more people in next week. You guys have a good week. I'll see you Thursday night. I'm having some dental work done Thursday, so I will see how I feel Thursday evening, because this is going to be taken care of tomorrow, Thursday, and I don't know how much pain I'm going to be in. So we'll see. If nothing else, I'll come on and be off camera and talking like this or something. I don't know. But we're going to keep going, right, guys? May you all be blessed. Thank you for being here. I will see you very soon. Bye now.